Hey there, Marie White here. So it's been a while. I found myself struggling to reconnect with you because I didn't know what I wanted to talk about. I've been having a hard time with many things, and I apologize for the shitty lighting and the very weird hair. I have no idea what's going on here, but here I am back. And I was actually going to bed, but now it hit me what I want to talk about, and it is finding my life. And this is a big subject for me, and maybe some of you can relate. I'm gonna get to it. Okay, so the thing is, last year I made a manifest for my year where I wrote down what I wanted to accomplish, and I read it every morning from late spring, early summer, all through summer, and then I stopped again because my routines changed. And in December I found my manifest again and I read it through, and I realized that I actually had accomplished many things. So I wrote a new manifest for 2019, and the idea was to do the same. Get up early in the morning and read it through and just set the tone for the day and for the year. And I just haven't done it, just haven't got around to it. And I was gonna do this whole video on manifesting and law of attraction and whatever. You've seen them tons of times before, many other people, but I really felt that it worked for me last year and I wanted to do it again. And I'm sitting here. I've just recently been listening to a book called Raising Bebe, which is about an American author who lives in Paris, and she's comparing the French way of raising kids with the American way of raising kids. Why is this relevant? Because she's talking about how the Parisians, they have children, and then very short time afterwards they go back to their own identity, and many of them, you can't even tell that they've had kids. It's like they are parents and they've had kids, but it's not something that has completely turned up their life upside down. They go back to work, also the women, it's expected, and they want to because it's their identity. Doesn't mean that they don't care for their kids, doesn't mean that they don't have love for their kids. They just choose to live out passion and drive and just desire for life and have kids. So I haven't read the entire book yet, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm like a third of the way through. But what it did for me, it touched something in me. It touched the sense, and I've actually felt it before. When I see my peers, they have a career and they find somewhere to live, and then they, find some structure in their life, and then they have kids, and they themselves are then struggling with the fact that they actually do want to spend more time with their kids, but they have this career they have to stay connected to, and also they have this lifestyle that they have to feed because they've got the motors running on that, and they feel a bit locked in their situation. Unfortunate that we're not in that place, because we have chosen a lifestyle that's very toned down, and we only need one income. I mean, it helps that my boyfriend's income is of a larger size than normal, but we can actually manage on what we have, and I don't have to throw everything. But what the book touched in me, and what I want to talk about in this video, and I'm trying to keep it a bit short, but it's not really working for me, is the fact that I didn't really have a life. I didn't really have something I was passionate about before having kids. I came from education shopping and not really knowing what I wanted in life, and from frustration and detachment from my network, my background, my parents, my own identity. I've always been good at many things, but I've never really had something that I was passionate about in a way where that was something I wanted to really dedicate myself to. I love doing many things, and I can get lost in many things. I like painting, I like singing, I like cooking and baking. I like design, I like, creative things. I sew and stuff like that. But it's not something I throw myself fully into. And maybe because I never felt I was good enough at it, but it doesn't matter. The thing that I wanted to touch on now was the fact that I have a 6-year-old and I have a 2-year-old. And at 2 years, you kind of feel that they're pretty much, we have a good daycare system in Denmark. So I could put him there and actually be okay with it, because it's educated people that take care of my kids and they're very kind and it's all good in the system here. But I have nothing to go back to. So when I sit there with my frustrations, and when I sit there with he's out for his nap and I could do whatever I want to do, I find myself actually frustrated and actually I don't even know. I don't even know what I wanted to do. So other than the fact that I'm most days completely exhausted, mostly because I treat myself like shit for the time being. I've been working myself extremely hard and not feeding myself well. Not food wise, and not sleep wise, and not stimulation wise. So I've not been feeding myself or my soul very well. So other than the fact being exhausted, I have no idea what to do. And I have many things that I could do, but there's not one thing I really want to do. There's not something I'm longing for. I'm longing to get back to. And so I'm sitting here in a phase of my life where I'm actually trying to figure out who I am as a person, who I am as a woman, who I am as a, I just found out I'm 32 years old. I'm actually a woman. Whoa, what the hell does that even mean? I don't know, because I went from being confused youth to being a mother. And nothing wrong with being a mother when you're young, but becoming a mother when you have no freaking idea who you are, that's a hard time. Because who the fuck are you afterwards? Who are you afterwards, So I guess I just wanted to pop on here and say I'm struggling. Hey, long time no see. I'm feeling like shit, but I guess I just want maybe an outlet, an honest outlet, and I want to take you with on my journey of becoming a human being again. Or again, of becoming a human being with passions, with dreams, with ideas. I want to treat myself well. I want to still lose the weight. I want to, keep going with stuff. But I mostly want to find myself as a human being. I want to find out who I am as a person. And this channel has always been going back to love. And it's because I have always known that there was something more. There's something I've been missing for so long. Didn't know what it was. And now I think that I'm getting to that. If I have to go back to love, I have to get back to the core of my identity. Who the heck am I? And it's going to be a journey, and I hope that you want to come along. If you do, then subscribe and leave a comment down below. Do you know who you are? Do you have something that drives you for life? Because most days I just don't want to get out of bed. Not because I'm not rested, I just have nothing to do. I get up because I have to feed my kids and get them to school and but other than that, I don't really have something to wake up to. So please tell me, what do you have something that gets you through your day, and what is it? Please tell me. And if you have any advice for books to read or people to seek out, let me know. I feel that I'm starting completely from scratch with life. I feel that I have to teach myself basic stuff, you know. How do you eat? How do you, sleep, routines? What's a good thing to focus on? Everything. I feel I'm starting over on life. So join me on my rebirth, and I hope that I can, keep some consistency in uploading the good and the bad. I'll read you my manifest one day, and I'll talk some more about what kind of shit I've been going through. We moved, so that's a big update, and I'll take you on a house tour one day. But for now, I'm going to leave you because it's getting long again. I hope to see you soon.